All right, team. Welcome to the second day for the second chapter of Mrs. Franchy's Evil Ring at the 6 months that changed everything. You ready? Okay. Let's do this. Before I begin, I think I forgot to tell you in the previous video that Mrs. Franchy's Evil Ring in the 6 months that changed everything. It's a middle grade realistic fiction chapter book. All right, so y'all ready, team of readers? If you haven't watched the first video with me reading chapter 1, then go ahead and watch it, catch up, and then come back to this one. This is chapter 2, capítulo 2. Okay, we're ready. Her gaze trails over to my sketchbook. My stomach does 2 flips. It's for homework, I tell her. She shakes her head oh so slowly while narrowing her eyes. Cabeza dura. That means hard-headed. I keep telling you to do your homework right after school when it's still fresh in your head. I was born here in Massachusetts, but not Mommy. She was born in the Dominican Republic and came to the U.S. when she was 11, which is 2 years older than I am now. And when she's mad, her English doesn't sound like mine. And lately, she's been sounding extra Dominican. Mommy rolls her eyes. I can see the ball of fire looming and waiting to burn my sketchbook into ashes when she opens her mouth. I gulp. But then her gaze changes direction. And for someone with a whole baby in her belly, she moves from the door to my desk in 2 seconds flat. Wait. I go from my bed to the desk by the window. I reach for Mommy's computer, but my fingers grasp the air. I look up. Mommy's balancing the laptop on her belly and opening it. Even though it's like a refrigerator in my room, my armpits get swampy. I take 4 steps and then lean towards her laptop. Without breaking eye contact with the screen, Mommy swings the laptop to the hip furthest from me. She scrounges her brows while looking at who knows what. Are you going to get your eyebrows done? My voice trembles. I heard her tell her friends that she hasn't gone this long without doing them, and it's worth a shot. A yellow balloon filled with hope lifts me off the ground. The pregnant fire-breathing dragon side-eyes me. Don't distract me. Mommy's words pierce my balloon and I come crashing down. She clicks around the keyboard. I can't see what she's doing, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Read this passage and answer these questions, she reads, already sounding annoyed. I peek towards the window to see if Evelisa is back, but she's not. Besides Mommy's laptop churning on her hip, Devon keeps repeating, Double D, over and over. He heard it from one cartoon I put on months ago and repeats it when he's nervous. My mouth is dry, and I sound like a toad. I was waiting for Evelisa to be done. Mommy lets out a painful sigh and throws the laptop on my bed. It bounces and almost falls, but doesn't. I don't get that lucky. Isla, she says as if it pains her to say my name. My chin trembles like a mini earthquake. My eyes are like volcanoes waiting to spill molten lava. I need you. She clasps her hands in front of her as if she's praying the rosary. I need you to do what you're supposed to do. You go to school, so what do you think you should be doing? I know the answer to this question. I just don't like it. The word tastes like the sour candy from Halloween I don't eat. Homework. Devon stops saying Double D when he hears me. The next thing I know, he's by my side, cupping my cheeks, and his eyes are staring right into mine. You okay? I'm his big sister and supposed to take care of him. I'm okay, I whisper. Mommy pulls Devon away from me. He glares at her and says something only I understand, which I'm not going to repeat because then we'll both be in trouble. Go play, I tell Devon. And with one final glare at Mommy, he does. Mommy scrubs her face. What's the reason, Isla? What's the reason now? She has her hands at her waist, but they don't touch. Mommy's stomach peeks from underneath her shirt, and I can see the red lines there. Her nostrils flare. The heat from the fire she's about to throw my way graces my nose. I told you already, I was waiting for Evelise. She lets out a long, harsh breath. Now you know that child has her own things to do. Isla? Devon swings a leg over his bed. I'm okay, I say, raising my hand at him. He puts his leg back on his bed. I scrub my nose. I know, but do your work, Isla. That's all you have to do. How hard is that? You can have Evelise check it later when she's done. But really, Isla, that's your responsibility, not hers. My breath hitches. I suck at school, being a big sister, and now being a good best friend. Look, Mommy kneels in front of me. She cups my hands. We shouldn't put our responsibilities on other people. They are our cross to bear. Mommy's vanilla warm sugar body spray finds my nose. I remember the movie we always watch on Easter, where Jesus drags a cross around town, and I gulp. You understand, baby? I nod. I blink a billion times, but molten lava falls on our hands. Isla? I pull my hand back, scrub my eyes and my nose. I know, I finally say. I know you do. So go on and get your homework done. Don't wait for Evelise. Sometimes getting to know family takes a while. I wanted to say so many things. How Evelise don't even want to know this person. That it should be Evelise that makes the call if she wants to. And not her mom shoving the phone on her face and making her talk to family she's never even met. But I say nothing. Instead, I look over my shoulder at Evelise's empty room. Okay. Mommy lets out a long breath. Good. I rub my hands on the side of my pajama pants until Mommy turns towards Devon's side of the room. And you? Mommy slides her chanclas away from my bed. It's snack time. Snack? Devon repeats all the words, but I think snack is his favorite. Yes, mac and cheese. What do you think? Mommy asks. I wish I was 5. And all I had to worry about was puzzles, snack, and speech therapy. But then I remember what happened at 5 and take the wish back. Mac and cheese? Devon repeats, and Mommy nods. Okay, Devon says without giving it much thought. He stops halfway through putting his slippers on and looks at me. I'm okay, I mouth at him and force my lips to turn up. Once you're done, come eat some mac and cheese, Mommy calls out from the hallway. Okay, I mumble, knowing I'm not going to be done anytime soon. Love you, she says before her steps echo from my room. Love you too, I whisper. When my entire room is nothing but lava, I get up and pull the laptop open again. Its blue light glow goes straight into my eyes, and the screen turns into shades of blue kaleidoscope. After 2 messed up attempts, I scrub my eyes dry and finally log in. I can do it. I can do it. My lips quiver. I grab the corner of my blanket and blow my nose. I can do it. Put your finger under the first letter, Elisa told me when she was trying to help me before the world ended and virtual school started. And sound it out. My hand shakes. I can do it. The screen is warm against the pad of my finger. I open my mouth. The letter S looks like a snake. The letter T right next to it makes me so mad. The R is just making me mad. The A and I next to one another is so confusing. I can... Sarahheat? I finally say. My cheeks grow warm even though nobody's watching. What is Sarahheat? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because it's absolutely wrong. A slap of air hits my nose when I clamp the laptop shut. I can't do it. The alphabet is a lie. The S is a sneaky snake. So that was chapter 2. So one of the sayings in here that is in Spanish is cabeza dura. So cabeza dura means hard head. And that is a saying that sometimes people use to say to someone else, or to say that someone is hard-headed, or maybe they're talking about themselves and saying that they're hard-headed or stubborn. That's a phrase for stubbornness. And that's how Isla's mom sees her, as someone who is stubborn, because she doesn't follow through on what she tells her, which is do your homework right after school, so that way everything is fresh in your mind. And you know what? That used to be something that my grandma was the one that raised me, used to tell me. But the thing is, I remember when I was that young, sometimes I didn't want to do my homework right away. Sometimes I wanted to decompress. I wanted to go have fun. And then after having fun, then I was ready to do homework. But yes, she was right. Sometimes after having fun, some of the things that I didn't quite grasp, or I was barely grasping, then they would just leave my mind and disappear. And then I would look at this homework and have no idea of how to do it. And then I would need to ask for help. So that is a little bit of where I tap into some of the things that used to happen to me as a kid. And I used it for Isla here. But yes, so follow me for another read along where I will read chapter 3. Okay, and let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else that you didn't understand, or if you have any other questions, or you're wondering where this is all going. See you next time. Bye.